Name of Jesus. Hallelujah. I want to thank God for my beloved wife. She been in the house. She took over everything. And she's the one coordinating everything. Pastor Lawrence, I want to thank you. Pastor Destiny, I want to thank you. I want to believe God that the strength is giving you, not just in the natural, in the spirit, is going to quicken that strength the more. In the name of Jesus. Let's quickly open our Bibles to Genesis chapter 2. Pastor Danladi started by making us see the beginning. And that is the Eden Conference. Now, the Eden Conference started just few days back. I remember that early year, Pastor Uche, Pastor Samson, we just came together. We're just discussing, let's have a fellowship. In the early of that year, we just came and all the stuff. We're just having the fellowship. And that day, the angel of this commission came. The angel came, and someone gave a tongue, and it was interpreted. Pastor Uche was the one that interpreted it, and he said, God have just sent the angel of the commission. He's here. He said, God, he said, as he wanted to interpret, something came on him. The weight was so much, he couldn't interpret. After a while, the thing now down, he now started saying, the angel of the commission is here. God has sent him for this work. And as he was saying that, I saw, it was just like an open vision. Though I don't like saying that, and I won't say it. But an encounter happened. And that brought us to this conference. And from that year, we did not hold it because we were waiting. And just few weeks back, the Lord started telling us, it's time. It's time. It's time. And here we are, the conference, the Eden Conference. Why this conference? The essence is to hand over the New Testimony to the New Testament minister. That's the essence of this conference. To hand over what is called what? The New Testimony to the what? The New Testament minister. Up till the moment I'm talking to you, there are no ministers of the New Testament. They are very, very scarce. They are scanty. You don't find them because the New Testament is the ministration of the Spirit. The New Testament is purely spirit, not letters. It's not a ministration you jot down and write and write and write. And you come and begin to tell us what you have written. No. It's a ministration that comes on the spur of the moment. That's why if you are not made, you cannot give the Spirit. Because the New Testament is purely spirit. And that's why I am here to announce to those of us in the house that God sent us to Ikeja. We are sent here to flood this community with light. What light? It is the light of life. So the Lord sent us here with the New Testament light. And God helping us this morning, we will just see some things. So the mission of this conference, because inside this is going to be school of ministry, raising New Testament ministers. We're going to start that immediately. We're going to be saying much about that as time goes on. There's going to be a lot of things that God has packaged. So Pastor Damadi was talking about the beginning. Now, in the Bible, there are three beginnings that you saw in the Bible. Genesis chapter 1, verse 1. John chapter 1, verse 1. Then 1 John chapter 1, verse 1. I just want to elaborate on what he has said, then we'll just see one or two things. I go and sit down because I want to believe God. From tomorrow, the opening, the unveiling will begin. John chapter 1, verse 1. What did he say? That which was in the beginning, which we have heard. That's 1 John chapter 1, verse 1. Which we have what? Heard. Which we have seen. Our eyes have looked upon it. Our hand have handled. What did they handle? Of the word of life. It is not every word that is the word of life. But this apostle is saying that they have handled the word of life. What is that word of life? John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God. And the Word was what? God. The Bible says the same was with God in the beginning. All things were made by him. There was nothing made that was made without him. In him is life. Please, I want to show you what 1 John chapter 1 says. In him is life. And the life was the light of men. So what 1 John chapter 1 verse 1 held is not logos. What they heard is what is inside logos. What 1 John chapter 1 verse 1 said, it says that which was in the beginning. Now logos is the beginning. Please, no distraction, focus on me. The Lord is speaking to us right now. Logos was not in the beginning. Logos is the beginning. Logos was not in the beginning. Logos is the beginning. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost, three of them, they were what? The beginning. But there is something that is in the beginning. And that is the inheritance of the saints. He said that which was in the beginning, which we have heard. So the New Testament ministers are ministers that have assessed the beginning. And they have gone to take that which is hid in the beginning, and they are able to what? Dispense it. So if you have not entered the beginning, you are not qualified to give men the light that God uses. Because the light of the believer is the light that God uses. Our light is not in any school on the earth. Our light is not in any university. Our light is not in any profession. As a believer, I want to ask you a question. Is it law profession that gave back to your spirit? Is it medical profession that made you born again? No. What light is it that got you born again? It was the very light that God is. And if that light got us born again, that means that is our light. So becoming a New Testament minister has nothing to do with the credential you have on the earth. It has everything to do with the light you have accessed in God. So let's go to Genesis chapter 2. And let's see that light. I'm believing God in this introduction. We are having great men of God in this meeting. Sir, that tells me the destiny of what God wants to do in Ikeja. You can't gather this kind of men as like this, and you think God is joking. No, God is not joking. There is what God have in heart. Now listen, God does not appear in a place for fun. God said to us, take over Ikeja by my light. I'm sorry to say this, the light of God is not taught in any institution on the earth. I repeat again. As a minister of the New Testament, take note of this. The light of God is not taught in any institution on the earth. Go to Harvard, they don't have the light that God is showing you now. And that's why God takes time to raise men that can carry his light. I want to say make a very crucial statement. Very soon, many pastors will fold up. Because the believers will know their light. And if you don't have their light, they will leave you. The light of the believer is not motivation. The light of the believer is not doctrines of demons. The light of the believer, if you don't have it, you cannot feed the people of God. You know what Jesus said? I am the light of the world. Genesis. I believe God. Man of God, thank you, sir, for blessing us. We will still look to be fed seriously tomorrow and the next. We are seriously believing God for greater fountain. You know why? God said to us that I have given you the air of Ikeja. God said that to us. Remember 2-3 years ago, there was a church that gave us, that I invited you. When the light began to shine, because it's not everyone that can take this light. It's not the light where you come and begin to cast out demons. No. This light, when you have it, demons scream and they shout. You know what? It is the light that made demons.
Hey, Kalabashata. Hey.
So I am not talking to you as a graduate of any school. I'm talking to you as he that is in the school of God. Hallelujah. Undergoing a school that is about to graduate. Have you seen graduate of God?
Hey.
Which school on earth can teach you God? I'm talking about light that made all things. I'm talking about the light that without it, no man on earth can live. That's the light I'm talking about. So let's look at the light a bit. Because the Bible says, in him is the life. And the life is the light of men. Do you know why they convert life to light? Because man can receive the light at once. So they have to break it down to light. So when you are receiving light, the essence of receiving light is for you to receive it and do what? Convert it to your life. When you hear the Bible says, and the word was made flesh. In a dimension, it was world. Then it became life. Then it became light. Now they shine light to you. As you receive light, what will happen? You are to convert it to what? Life. We will talk some of those things. We're going to see some of those things. When you convert it to life, because what God is expecting to see on the earth is God manifest in the flesh. How will God manifest in the flesh? The same thing that runs the system of God is now running men on the earth. Then what was said in the scripture, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. That's why you need men that knows God's will. Let me surprise you a bit. God's will for your life is not to get married. Let me surprise you a bit. God's will for your life is not to prosper on the earth. Let me surprise you a bit. God's will for your life is not to build houses on the earth. That is the will for the dead. What is God's will for my life? We're going to be seeing that in this meeting. Because we believe God that this meeting should make ministers come to a resolve that I want to do God. Why am I in ministry? To gather people. Why am I in ministry? To preach. Which day was I was preaching? Okay, maybe it's a Pastor Church. I said it clearly. Preaching is not the will of God. I can preach and miss God. Oh. I can preach and do what? And miss God. But when I do the will of God, I cannot miss God. So what is it? Genesis chapter 2. Let's quickly see some things. My time is fast spent. Let's see some things very key. I just want to introduce. I want to do some introduction. Sir, on the 19th of May, 1999, I was in between two opinions. I don't know why I have to say this, because we believe God that this meeting is going to be directional to many ministers. I was in between two opinions. I was already in year one in medicine and surgery in Unilag. What did I say? That's one of the best professions on the earth. I was confused because I was under a man of God before I left to school. Then something happened that period. Pastor Fidelis is here. We grew up in the same church here in Kenya. So he can tell you more about, not just in the grew up, the same house. So please take note of what I'm saying. I was in between two opinions. Either to go for God or to continue in my lucrative profession on the earth. There came this statement that God wants to do great things with. He said, it is a light thing that thou shouldest be my servant, to raise up the tribes of Jacob and to restore the preserved in Israel. And I will give you as a light unto the Gentiles, and through you shall my name be known in the uttermost part of the earth. Now take note, that mission is four-faced. One of it is what we are trying to start now, preserving, restoring the preserved in Israel. There are the preserved in Israel that God wants to restore. What does it mean to restore? It means what Satan has stored in men are the wrong things. So God will remove the store and put what? His own store. So God will be making us his own storehouse, not the storehouse of the substances of Satan. So please take note of that. So God told me I should go all out for him. I said 19th of May, 1999. I feel by now it's going close to how many years now? 16 to 17 years. Already 19 years. Since then, we have been jumping from one post to pillar, trying to make sure that which God has said. And just 10 years ago, God said to me, hand over the church, which your pastorate, and serve this man of God. As God sent us to the man of God, we went there and we served him. And 2 years ago, the Lord started telling us it's time to return back, for I have sent you for a quick mission. Pastor Danladi, I'm trying to break out some of the things he said. He said it's time to return back, for I have sent you for a what? Quick mission. Quick mission. And we told the man of God it's time. And just a few months ago, he said, I also bear witness with that. Wait for 3 months, which we did up to this moment. Why do I have to say this? I am saying this to open the scripture I want to read. We are sent to this community for the complete restoration of the community. We do not come here because we want to preach. We came here because we are sent. And as many that receive the message we are sent with, receives the blessings. But as many that turn it away, it will stand as a witness against him. God sent us to this place for to restore it with his own light. And my prayer is that the community called Ikeja will see the light of life. Ikeja as a whole will see the light of life. It is an announcement we are making in the air. Let the Spirit hear it, that we are sent to liberate this community with light. I know one wonderful thing about this light. None of the princes of this world knows this light. They don't know it. So every time we are preaching the light, they go more into darkness. That is the benefit of knowing this light. Genesis chapter 2. Forgive me for trying to bring history, but it is necessary to let you know that we do not arrive here by accident. Genesis chapter 2. By the grace of God, we were having online, because we have some of our brethren that are also watching us from far. So I want us to know that God is seriously in charge of his work. Genesis chapter 2, verse 8. Thank you, Jesus. Shibil, meaning to shibil, shibido shibil, men to shibil, amanon to shibil, aposu shibil, many aposu shibil, apriti apleonto shibil, bitu balitu shibil ta tanto shibil, ento shibil, iniento shibil tento, shintento, titento, mitento. Hallelujah. Thank you, Jesus. I have shielded you. I have shielded you all these years. I have shielded you all these years
for apostolic work. For the apostolic work. Because the nature of the work is apostolic. The nature of the work is apostolic in nature. To be made known the wisdom of Christ to principalities and power. That wisdom is a victory of men. That wisdom is a victory of men. Nothing can set men free. It is the light that comes from Jesus. Jesus has been ordained to give men light, for men to live. Men can't live without the light that came from Jesus. The light that came from Jesus, it is the wisdom of God. What overcomes Satan and that will overcome Satan is the very wisdom of God. Satan no know that wisdom. He understands, he no know the way of that wisdom. And that is why what destroys Satan is the wisdom of God. For men to be free of Satan, he needs the wisdom that came from Christ. That wisdom is overcoming wisdom.
Hey.
And it is the wisdom I have called you to preach. It is the wisdom I have called you to preach.
Yes.
The reason why I shield you is for you to see that wisdom. Is for you to see that wisdom.
Amen.
And as you see that wisdom,
yes,
you can declare that wisdom. Because that wisdom is apostolic.
Yes.
That wisdom, it is apostolic. That is what that is what I have called you to preach. That is what I have called you to declare. It is the wisdom of Christ.
Yes.
It is the wisdom of Christ. It is the wisdom that was built by the prophets and was established by the apostles. And it's that wisdom you are to preach.
Yes,
it is that wisdom you are to exalt. Saith the Spirit.
Pastor, God bless you, sir. Pastor, Destiny, do you have anything? Hallelujah. Pastor Douglas, the Bible says out of one or two witnesses, is there anything the Lord is putting in your heart?
I just heard the Spirit of the Lord say